Well, what did I say yesterday? That I wasn't going to go to vintage stock today? I'm such a dirty liar. Yeah, I went to the one in Independence again. uh, Today being Easter. Not only is it Easter, it's April Fool's Day. And also here, where I'm at, it actually snowed. It's the first white Easter I can ever recall. That was kind of weird. So, once again, spent all that time going through the $1 boxes and got quite a lot here. I think it's close to 40. So, without further ado, Avengers Invaders. I already have all these. I'm getting these for my brother. Number 3. This is a really good series. This is one of the best comic stories I've ever read. All-Star Squadron. My brother had this one. He really likes this, and he likes Justice Society. And this one, I can't remember if he already has or not, but he's a huge Dr. Savage fan. He's got all of the, he has every single one of the Doc Savage paperbacks that were, I think they were reprinted by Bantam. He's got all of them. He's got the omnibuses. He's got some of the, I mean, he's even got like the pulp novels, not all of them, but probably at least 2 of those. I can remember he had a thing that he sent away for us. It was around the time of when the Doc Savage Man of Bronze movie came out. He had a poster of Ron Ely's Doc Savage on his bedroom closet door for a long time, and he still got the little badge, the button that says like Doc Savage Man of Bronze. He's got that. I think his membership card, so that's really cool. He has a really neat Doc Savage collection anyway. It also has the Shadow. He's a big fan of the Shadow and the Avenger. This guy here, which I could be wrong, but might also been created by the same guy that did Doc Savage, I think. Kenneth Robeson. Not sure if that's correct. Okay, so it was Freeman. Here's what I got. Justice, issue 9, because I remember buying the first issue and really liking it, and I think that might be the only issue I have until now. So I'll try to get all of these. Really nice Alex Ross covers. Here's Justice, issue 3, Martian Manhunter. I guess Riddler. There must be Black Manta, I think, right here. John Sable Freelance by the great Mike Grell. I'm not sure how many of these issues. I'm not gonna. I don't know about getting the whole series. I mean, I like it, but it's not one of my favorites. So I'm telling myself just to go up to maybe a certain number on these, and I'll have to look and see which ones I have. I know I got the first issue. This cover looks familiar. I hope I don't already have it. Yeah, I'm gonna go through and see which John Sables I already have. Issue 7. I know I have a book on the shelf behind me over here. Somewhere down here that has John Sable. I can't remember exactly which. It might be the one where he's in Africa. It tells kind of the background. Kind of like that might be like an origin story. So I remember something about him and his wife moving to Africa or something. Call the Destroyers is a nice find. Nice Bronze Age. I think I just got a few Bronze Age in here. Doesn't look too bad. Usually vintage stock when they have something like this that's Bronze Age. And it's the dollar box is all beat to hell. Just doesn't look to be in too bad a shape. Call the Destroyer issue 15. Um, Time Warp, a series which I think wasn't around that long. That's one hell of a weird looking cover. Issue 3. For some reason, I had forgotten to list this in my comic book one list. I have I've got the original Eagle series, the ones that I need to complete that. I've got the DC series listed in there. I remember also DC Judge Dredd Legends of the Law, the IDW series, how many ever they did. Predator versus Judge Dredd, Necropolis, but I'd forgotten that Quality Comics also did a Judge Dredd series, which I believe came after the Eagle series ended. So I will need to see how many of those I have. I don't think I have too many of the quality ones, and I'll look and see just how many issues there were. But this is issue 20. Here's one I've been wanting for years. I did find it, I think at Planet Comic Con, but it was all mangled, so I passed on it. This is issue 4 of the Red Tornado miniseries. I always liked this character. He's one of my DC favorites. Here we have like Garth Ennis and Carlos Esquerra, the guy that did a lot of work on Judge Dredd. Just a Pilgrim, Garden of Eden. Now I think I have all of the first Just a Pilgrim series, but this one is Garden of Eden. I don't know how many issues there were. 50 cents. Okay, I'll go ahead and get it. Issue 1. Issue 2. Issue 3. This looks kind of familiar. I don't think I have. I'm thinking of one that has Captain America, Ghost Rider, and Wolverine. I think of their story. I hope that's what it is. I can't really tell from here. Hard to see over there. I have to go over there and look. Back when Ghost Rider was really hot, they brought it back. You know, Danny Ketch. He was popping up all over the damn place. This thing, I don't know what the hell it is. 50 cents. I thought I'd try it. I like that cover. It has like a Bigfoot. The Monster Hunter Survival Guide, Volume 2, Cryptids. Well, I listen to Coast with George Noria a lot. I'm going to go ahead and pop this sucker open and see what it's like. A lot of text. Illustrations. Now, my dad, we live in Missouri. My dad told me there used to be that Missouri has its own cryptid. It's kind of like Sasquatch, called Momo Monster. There's the Yeti. Mongolian Deathworm. You know, it looks like something out of Dune. All right, doesn't look too bad. You can for some 50 cents. Thunderbird. I think I've heard George Norrie talk about those before. About how supposedly they picked up some little boy and carried him away. Conga Mato. Ooh, that's a creepy looking thing. A-hole. Oh, a hole or something. Oh, that is weird looking. Yeah. Loch Ness Monster, of course. Bunyip. Sea Serpent. Kraken. Alright. Should be fun. Put that back in here. Next up, we have a comic that I can remember getting when I was a kid. I think I originally found this at the Price Chopper or Food Barn or Super Food Barn or some supermarket that had comics and is now gone. Sergio Aragone's Gru the Wanderer, 17. I remember seeing this cover and thinking it was pretty funny. You know, he's probably best known for his work on Mad Magazine. Here's an annual, Action Comics annual. Number 1. It took them that long to do an Action Comics annual. Well, I'm not sure exactly when DC started doing annuals. I know Marvel was doing them back in the 70s. I'm not sure about DC. But I didn't notice this until I brought it home. Cry Vampire. So that looks like a cool story. By John Byrne, Arthur Adams, and Dick Giordano. Some more of that old DC horror that I love. Ghosts, issue 91. Warlord. I don't I don't usually buy Warlord. I do have his very first appearance. My brother used to buy this every month. But this is I thought this was a special 50th issue. I went ahead and bought it. Check out this good stuff here, man. I'm surprised to find this in the dollar box. Doesn't look too bad of a shape. Star Spangled War Stories featuring Unknown Soldier. Number 164. Most likely a Joe Kubert cover. That's nice. Also, this was right behind it or in front of it. Another Joe Kubert cover. I really like this like this character. Korak, son of Tarzan, 53. I think he also appeared in the. I guess I never get enough. Never have enough. I've gotten enough sleep on any of these comic haul videos because I'm always yawning during them. Anyway, as I was saying, he's also featured in the Tarzan family comic. As I think sometimes this guy, Carson of Venus. Now, I had heard of this, and I think I was looking at something on Wikipedia about Man-Thing, just to see like his more recent appearances, and I believe he's in this. This is called Howling Commandos of Shield, where they got the Shield. It's got Dum Dum Dugan, but he's also got some bunch of monsters in it, and I think Man-Thing is in this. I think I have issue 1 here somewhere. I think Man-Thing's on the cover, and that could be. This is issue 2. That could be Manphibian right here, this fella. As for the woman, I don't know who that is. Legion of Superheroes, I remember this cover. So this one must have been one that I had when I was in my had a subscription. Issue 284. This is Medicus 1. It's a satellite hospital, and that's good because the Legionnaires will be needing one. Well, shit, I guess so. They don't. How can they breathe in outer space? Nice find. Every once in a while, you'll find a Charlton comic in there. And here we've got one called, I'm not quite sure. Move this stick. I'm laughing because, well, this isn't the kind of comic I usually buy, but for 50 cents, hell yeah, I'll take it. Charlton. I know DC did a lot of these kind of titles too. I don't know what it's called. Probably Secrets. Secrets of the Young Bride. Of Young Brides. Issue 5 with a nice painted cover. Kind of reminds me of a young Diane Keaton for some reason. I wish this was in better shape. Marvel Spotlight, Son of Satan, issue 23. My brother has all these. He's got all of them in the Essential Marvel Horror, then they went ahead and reprinted them again in color. He's got both of those. I'm just trying to get the individual comics. I had these, I got rid of them, and now I kind of regret it. I kind of wish I had kept them. Kind of a fun title. Fantasy-like stuff. Kiss Psycho Circus, issue 19. This cover looks very familiar. I don't know if I already have this or not. I'll have to look and see. World's Finest Are Worlds at War, number 1. Another Charlton comic. This is House of Yang. number 2. I'm kind of confused because I thought this is House of Yang. Maybe there is a. I think they did another one called just something called Yang, and that one the guy's bald headed like David Carradine's character in Kung Fu. Anyway, he was bald headed, wasn't he? Back when there was when they showed him, and he was in China, I think. Johnny Peril, who the hell that is. Here we have Unexpected, issue 207. More DC horror. That's good stuff in here. Call. Unlike Marvel, this is a Dark Horse Call. I don't know if this is a mini-series. It just says Serpents in the City of Wonders. It's issue 3, so I'm going to crack this open here. Get that scotch tape off there so it doesn't stick to the cover. Call. Yeah, simply Call. Okay, issue 3. Hulk. I know I don't have this one. I have most of this run of Incredible Hulk. This is issue 4, back when Bruce Jones was writing it. I think he wrote it for years. This was the last comic that I was buying every month. Here we got $2.25. When it got up to $2.99, that's when I finally quit. I didn't particularly enjoy his run on it. The whole thing of Bruce Banner going into hiding and shaving his head, and he thought that Hulk had been responsible for the death of some kid, and the boy's mother was trying to track down Bruce Banner or something. Somehow Abomination was involved, and somebody wanted to try to extract blood from the Hulk, and they injected themselves. And I think Bruce Banner was going by the name Mr. Blue or something others. He was on the run. Well, like a lot of times before he was on the run, but he was like communicating with somebody through his computer. And that story just dragged on and on and on. I thought, oh, God, I wish Peter David was back on this. This is that's 54, and this is 52. Drag out my Hulk comics, see which ones I have. I don't think I have them listed in my checklist. Here we have some Harlan Ellison stuff. Lately, I've been looking at YouTube clips of Harlan Ellison, like on the Today Show with Tom Snyder, and just enjoying them, hearing them go on and on. Let me get out. I was looking. I've got a lot of my books in storage right now, and I was looking to see which Harlan Ellison ones I have, and I'm going to take out. I can't remember the name of that one. There's one called Deathbird Stories. I'm going to take that one out and read it because it's been years since I've read any Harlan Ellison. But here we have Harlan Ellison's Dream Corridor. I've got issue 2. Issue 3. My brother turned me on to Harlan Ellison. I had heard of him. I knew who he was, but I really wasn't familiar with his writings. And my brother, pretty sure he let me borrow 2 books, unless maybe one was from the library. One was, and they're both a collection of short stories. One is called Shatterday, and the other one's called Angry Candy, and I really enjoyed both of those. And here's issue 5. Okay, here's what I was talking about earlier. Yeah. I remember that character. This is Howling Commandos of S.H.I.E.L.D. To fight the monsters of the world, it takes... Hold on, let me get it open so I can read that. So I'm going to have to try peeling off this sticker. It takes the monsters of the night. So we've got Dum Dum Dugan and what the hell that is. We've got, I don't know if that's Jack, what's his name? Werewolf by Night. Of course, right here, Man-Thing. Here's Manphibian. We got this guy here. I can't remember what his name is, but I think he's a... Oh, God, what is it? Damn it, I don't know. He's like from probably where monsters dwell, going way back to the 50s or 60s. There's also a one-shot painted thing. Came out probably in the 90s. It might be Tales to Astonish. It's got this guy, and I think Doctor Strange, and the Thing, and maybe one other character. I can't remember. This guy over here, I don't know who the hell that is. Somebody sitting on Man-Thing's shoulder. Don't know who that is. $3.99 for a comic book. Holy mother effing crap. Can you believe that shit? I'm going to sound like an old man. When I was a kid, 40 years ago, 1978, I believe that the comic of a DC or Marvel was 35 cents. Then when I got into them, they were 40, 50, 60, maybe for a while 65. I'm really not too sure about that. 75, $1, $1.25, $1.50. Were they $1.75 or did they go right back up to? Did they go right straight to $1.99? $2.25, $2.50, $2.99, and that's when I stopped getting new comics every month. Plus, I got tired of the whole. Let's kill off this character. Let's bring them back. Let's reboot the whole God blessed DC and Marvel universe again and again. F that shit. I'd rather just stick with. Well, okay, this is something more recent, but I mean, hell, it's got Man-Thing, and I'll buy anything with Man-Thing in it. But I'd rather stick with something like. Like that. It was easier. Going back to the Bronze Age stuff, man. Go back to the 80s and comics were a lot easier to follow. Back when you only had one Thor. Or whoever. They weren't killing off much. Okay, they killed off Flash and Crisis on Infinite Earths. Okay, they killed Captain Marvel in the first Marvel graphic novel. Okay. Alright, enough ranting and raving and bitching about from an old man. Middle-aged man. And I thought this might be interesting. I mentioned Warlord earlier about how I usually don't buy it. I like the character. But this is the 44-page final issue, and I'm curious to see how the series ended. So that's that. So, my God. That's enough. Oh, man. That's going to keep these for a long time. And a week from yesterday is this Casey FanCon again out in Lawrence. So that's going to buy even more comic books. Comic book overload. Comic book fatigue. Oh, my God, help me. So let's see, this is April, so next month is... They'll have Memorial Day weekend. They'll probably have a Memorial Day weekend sale, so... I'll probably end up going to another one of the vintage stocks. Yeah, I haven't been to for that. Let's see what I can find. Alright. Thanks for watching.